she hovers like a bee, rehearsing some small speech in whispers. I pretend not to notice her fidgeting, and instead focus on the vase of narcissi before me, the weight of my pencil in my hand. Betsy clears her throat, twice, but I am already arcing out the path of the dainty stems and unfurling petals. There is something calming about reducing the flowers to splashes of greys and blacks, finding beauty in the absence of light. Betsy lets out a throaty cough. "You might as well come in and be done with it," I tell her without looking up. "Yes, miss." She drops a curtsy, her grey ringlets bouncing under her cap. "It's just that there's a man in the drawing room with your uncle, miss, and your uncle asks that you join them." I continue sketching, watching the frilly petals take shape on my paper. "Please make my excuses," I tell her. Uncle likes to bring me out when he has business meetings, the same way he sets out the good claret and crystal goblets with the old family crest. With no wife and no children of his own, I make a pretty addition and bring a touch of softness to his otherwise hard demeanour. "There's a cake in the kitchen and cold ham as well that you might bring them," I add as an afterthought. But Betsy doesn't leave. She wrings her hands and tuts about like a fussing hen. "No, miss, he's for you." I carefully set aside my pencil. This is what I was afraid of. Closing my eyes, I rub my temples, wishing that it was anything else besides this. My time is not even my own, and I hate being pulled out of my work just to oblige Uncle. "Very well." I dismiss Betsy and take a moment in front of the mirror in the hall. Uncle's friends and associates are mostly stodgy old men, but there is always the possibility that it could be someone young, someone exciting. I pinch roses into my cheeks and tease out a few of my yellow curls. If I have control of nothing else in this house, I at least can take pride in my appearance. I take a deep breath and let myself into the drawing room. "Betsy said you wanted me, sir?" Uncle stands and tugs at his waistcoat. "Cornelia, come in." Though not more than 50 years in age, his poor temper and taste for rich food and drink has left my uncle with a ruddy complexion and portly figure. He is not a healthy man, and his jowls are loose, his complexion jaundiced. What he lacks in polished comportment, though, he makes up in his wardrobe, opting for elaborate cravats and showy brocaded waistcoats that never quite fit him, but speak of money and an account in good standing at the tailor. Uncle waves me over, impatient. "Come meet Mr. Reeves." Obedient, I come and position myself near the window where I know the soft grey light is especially flattering to my fair complexion. The man unfolds himself from his chair. He is tall and spare, his black frock coat well cut, and his boots shined. He looks familiar, perhaps from church or one of Uncle's interminable business dinners. I suppose some might consider him handsome, but there is an intensity in his dark eyes that is more predatory than charming. "Miss Cornelia," he says, taking my hand and bowing over it. "A pleasure." "Mr. Reeves." I withdraw my hand. "I hope my uncle is not boring you with land yields and livestock accounts." He shares a confidential look with my uncle. "On the contrary, our conversation has been on the most enjoyable of topics." "He's here to see you," Uncle says, ploughing straight into the heart of the matter as he always does. "Mr. Reeves comes as a suitor." Uncle makes the outcome of this meeting perfectly clear in the sharp downturn of his lips. His patience with the matter of my marital status is wearing thin. Well, that makes 2 of us. I don't fancy marriage, but I certainly don't fancy spending one more day than I have to under my uncle's roof either.